Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
All right. Hey, guys. Welcome back to our show. I'm your host, John Harcar, and I'm here today with Scott Durham. And what we're going to talk about, besides his real estate journey and how he got into real estate, we're going to talk about getting over your fear, right? Getting off the sidelines and getting into the game. Remember, guys, at Investor Fuel, we help real estate investors, service providers, really all real estate entrepreneurs, 2 to 5x their business by giving tools and resources to grow the business that they want to grow, which in turn lives that life that they want to live. So, Scott, man, welcome to our show.
Thanks so much, John. Excited to be here.
Yeah, going over your bio and the brief talk we had prior, I'm super excited to speak with you about your experience and especially the part of getting over your fear, because I know that's something big for a lot of people. But before we get into that topic, why don't you tell us about your background, how you got into real estate, and kind of what brought you to today?
Yeah, so I've been in the real estate world since 2004, so I can't believe it, but it's been about 20 years,
Sweet.
21 years now.
Okay.
So I got started as a real estate agent. I was working an hourly job at a hotel, actually out of school, and I was working my butt off, and I was making $10 an hour. I've always been a person that's been ambitious and wanted to work hard and make things happen, but I was like, man, I've given all the work in, but for $10 an hour, it just didn't really make sense. So I just kind of found my way into real estate, got into doing real estate sales. I was helping people buy and sell homes. I still do. I've got a small team. And just over the past 5 or 6 years here, I've kind of more transitioned into investing for myself and making 5 to 10 times the amount of money per deal that I was on working for somebody else as an agent. And it's led me to this career of flipping homes and having Airbnbs, and just kind of really created financially a wonderful life for my family and I.
That's awesome. Did you go to school out of high school? Did you
I
go to a
went
college
right
or
into the
university?
workforce. Never.
Okay.
I do not. I'm proud to say I do not have a college degree. I went to the school
Okay,
of
so
hard
you
work.
you don't need one nowadays, man. I'm telling
It's
you.
amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. I mean, if you want it, go for it. There's nothing against it. But for me, I'm grateful that I was always a worker. I was ready to grow up. I didn't even get the best of grades in school. But I just took that grit and consistency and applied it to real estate. And it's been a blast. It's worked out for us.
Love it. All right. So you get out of high school and you go to work at a hotel.
Yes. Yeah, I was actually working basically. I was so hungry to get going and work full time that I was actually working basically full time while I was still was in high school. I've got stories.
Okay. Wow.
I worked on our prom night. I was kicking the kids from my own class out of the hotel room because they were throwing
You
parties.
were the popular guy the next day.
Wasn't the best way to make friends, but it is.
Well,
it is what it is. I got the paycheck anyway, so
there you go. So, and I love to ask this question to folks, and I hear a variety of answers. Where did real estate, that seed, get planted? Did you have family? Did you have friends? Did you read a book? Did you go to a seminar? Where did that come into play from working at a hotel to say, hey, I want to start doing real estate?
Yeah, it was kind of a thing where my parents had always kind of made their money when they were buying, like my dad had a job, he did okay, but where he really made his money was by buying houses and selling them and just the house that
Okay.
we lived in. So, and I knew, and just from talking to people, yeah, I'm sure I picked up a book here and there. It's like, hey, if you go sell a house for
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
$1 million, that's $30,000, potential paycheck being a real estate agent. So that was
Right.
more money than I make all year working at a hotel. It's like, man, I got to see if I can go figure this out.
Okay. So what were some of the challenges as far as learning, getting into the business, getting clients, all those things?
Yeah, so that's what they don't teach you when you go to real estate school. They teach you about all the old court cases and how many
Yep.
feet are in an acre and all this, and you don't use like hardly any of that. I mean, not to say that it's a waste, but in order as far as you to build a business and actually create a life out of it, all of that is basically useless. So it really is a sales job and assisting people in buying and selling homes. So your job is to talk to people every day. And
Right.
when I got into that, I didn't really realize that, and I struggle with that. It's like I was trying to figure out. I'd sit on my computer. How can I make these people come to me? How do I, you could build the greatest website in the world, but if nobody knows what the website address is or what you're all about, they're never going to find you. So even if
Hmm.
you're the best broker out there, it's about talking to people every
Right.
day, each and every day. So that was a struggle initially. Until I got over that, I struggled.
Okay. So how did you get your first client? Was it a referral? Was it phone calls? Was it an ad you placed?
It seems like this happens. The first time I was sitting there, we used to call it floor time, where you would just sit at the office, you would sit and wait for the phone to ring. Well, actually, one guy who was an executive at a hotel company, of all things, he came in and he said, "Hey, Scott, I want to buy a house today in this neighborhood." And I'm thinking, oh
Sweet.
my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. I found it and struck gold. And I wound up getting a $7,000 or $8,000 check as a 20-year-old kid. I was like, wow, this is fabulous. But come to realize that that's mostly not how it works. I mean, it comes from whether it's prospecting or referrals. Sometimes you
Right.
can get lucky, and you do get lucky if you work hard enough. You put yourself in that right spot. But if you're not at the office, not doing your thing, you don't have any opportunity to get lucky. So.
So how long did you keep up the traditional real estate gig?
I still am doing it today. So I still do
Okay.
it on the side. It's not the focus of my time, but I've got a small team. So I'll work with past clients and referrals at certain price points and whatnot, and I'll still take on those clients while the focus of my time and energy is on the investing side. And then
Okay.
I've got a small team like for other clients that I'll refer to. It's great for them. It's great for me. We just keeps another pillar of income coming in.
Okay. So tell me about the transition to investing. How did that all come into play?
Yeah, well, I kind of was talking about it. It's like, so once or twice a year, if you're a high producing real estate agent, and I got it to that point where I was selling between 50 and 70 homes a year, the top 1 or
Nice.
2% of real estate agents nationwide. So if you're in a spot where you're doing a large amount of transaction, you're talking to people every day, you come across deals like just by accident without even trying. You're looking for the $1 million listing. You're looking, but every once in a while, someone will call you and say, "Hey, I've got a house. It's a wreck, or I inherited a
I
house,
got
or
a
whatever it
dog in
is.
the bunch. Take it off my hands.
Just take it off my hands." And
Yeah.
I, like an idiot, I'm like, okay, I shrugged my shoulders. And I was just like, okay, you know what? I can make a quick down $10,000. I'll list it. Someone else will buy it. Until that happened one time, and I said, hey, wait a second. I made $10,000. I've got plenty of money. I could go buy this house. I could find out and figure out how to rehab this. And make 100,000 or 75,000 or whatever it
Sure.
is instead of the $10,000 check. And say, what am I doing? Not that I necessarily want to give the real estate side up, but why not do both? And when I get these opportunities, come across it. So then
Yeah.
I started doing marketing, and I came across my first deal, and I was doing advertising online. So that's how I built up my brokerage side of the business, was on Google pay per click, and I did something similar
Hmm.
for the motivated sellers. and I got my first flip, and I made $50,000 on my first flip. I'm like, hey,
Sweet.
this is great. That's a
Yeah.
lot of money.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's funny because, a lot of investors might go get their license or bring
Right.
someone on the team with their license because they
Yep.
see the benefit of, hey, if this house doesn't work for my model, I can do this model. Why do you think realtors don't have the same mindset? Like, well, hey, I should do investing because if I can't get this for, or, if it fits better in that box,
Yeah. You can help them in both, and it's about the client, right? It's not just about making the most
right.
money,
Why
right?
do you think that is that most realtors don't
Fear.
do that?
Fear. I know it held me back for long enough. I think
Okay.
fear and just lack of knowledge of knowing that, hey, I can actually do this.
Mm-hmm.
Most realtors, though, I have to say, I'm not to discredit the profession that's been so good to me. Most realtors only sell 2 or 3 houses a year.
Yeah.
So look at the large number of, it's just like they're part-timers, they're not in it. So they're not treating it like a business. But I think if someone treats it like a business long enough and wants to give, options for your clients, it's only natural to kind of go into this field and say, hey, we can help you list it. Even today, when my focus is on sales, like if I spend a bunch of money on marketing, if I don't buy their house at a discount, my team, we can still list it. And that helps pay for the marketing to go find another house that will actually buy.
Mm-hmm.
So they go really hand in hand, really well together.
They do. What were the struggles in the transition, right? From doing the traditional stuff to now looking at it as an investment purpose?
Yeah, so it's been a really good transition, to be honest. I think that, going from doing 50 to 70 regular like resale transactions a year as an agent, that brings a lot of volume where I'm mostly self-funding these deals, and my goal is to do about 10 to 12 flips a year. We average about 50 to $75,000 per profit per flip, so that provides
Nice.
an income plus the other
Yeah.
stuff. So the one like mental shift is you don't always have a deal closing every week. It's like you're not getting like you're getting a commission check. It's like if you're getting a paycheck once a month from selling a house, yes,
Yeah.
it's a lot larger paycheck, but unless you're doing an incredible volume, you've got partners and lots of funding and lots of debt out there, it's longer time in between paychecks.
Sure. Okay.
And
Yeah,
there's
no,
less
that makes
people
sense.
that are, oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and they're just the people that you're marketing to, as far as someone that was willing to sell their home at a discount, is significantly less. That pool is significantly less than anyone just looking to sell their house. So there's less leads out there, but when you get one, it's worth infinitely more.
How, I mean, I know it transcends into, from what you were doing into investing, but how did you pivot with the negotiation part with, those type of things? 'Cause that is a little different than a traditional real estate negotiation. I mean, this is a potential wholesale or buying at a discount
Yep.
discussion.
Yep. So I believe in transparency, and I'm upfront with them. I say, hey, listen, I can come out and I give you two options. One, it's like hitting the easy button. I can give you a quick cash offer. We'll buy it as is. You don't have to worry about open houses and showings and realtor commissions and inspections, all this. We just make it simple. But that's at one price. So it's whether you value convenience and speed, or you value the highest amount of money. If you want to squeeze every dollar that you can out of this house, your best bet is not selling it to me as an investor. Your best bet is to list it on the market where someone who's going to move in and live in it themselves. Versus me, it's my goal. Like, I'll give you a fair price, but I'm doing this not for my health or because it's necessarily so much fun. I'm doing this to make a profit. And
Right.
people understand that. And there's certain groups of people that are perfectly acceptable and are willing to do that. And I'll say to just about every client, hey, if you want, I'll list your house. My team will list your house for you if you like. And they said, no, we just want out. We don't want to deal with it. They just want a sure thing. And that's where we're providing legitimate value to these people. We're not taking advantage of them. We're not
Yeah.
trying to pull one over them and say, oh, you'll only get this. No, like this is a legitimate.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
A solution for 10% or whatever the percentage is of people that are out there that want to sell their house.
It's 5%. 5% of the. I mean, our real estate investors' target audience is usually, or maybe wholesalers, 5%.
5%.
5% of people will sell at a discount. That's true. That's
right. But for that 5%, they're a savior to them because they don't have time or the energy or the emotional. Like especially people, we tend to work with a lot of older people that may be a little bit closer to the end of their life. An extra $20,000-$30,000 isn't gonna really change it one way or another. But the stress of having to go through the transaction is worth leaving a little bit of money on the table. So
well, and I think you really hit on the head of the rapport build when you give them that offer. That's not me, right? Hey, look, I might not be the right guy, but to be honest, Jim, I think you should do it this way.
All the time we say that.
It builds that rapport, right? It builds that trust.
Yeah. And a lot of times when I say, hey, I don't think I'm the right guy, they'll say, wait a minute. It's almost like the takeaway close, right? It's like, wait, where are you going?
Let me with you. You're so
let me talk to you. Okay, fine, we can keep talking.
Exactly. So what does your team look like today?
Yeah, so my wife helps me. God bless her, she does everything that I don't want to do. She does all the QuickBooks, the accounting, the paying the bills, makes sure our credit, everything is on there. So she does all the back end stuff, the compliance on the brokerage side. I have myself, we've got a contracting team that does all the work. We've been blessed. We've worked with the same guys for a number of years now that do a great job on the rehabs. On the real estate, on the brokerage side, I've got one guy that will refer the majority of the business to. Mm-hmm. And then for like social media and all this, we have, people that the contract out that aren't direct employees us, but they're experts in their field, and it allows us to kind of remain lean and mean, and just focus on what we do. So I'm in the process. I just had to let an assistant go. We're in the process of hiring another one because my wife and I are actually going to be spending about half the year down in Arizona so we can get out of the cold here, so they can be my eyes and ears.
Snowbirds. There we go.
Yes. Yeah, she's been wanting to do it for like 15 years, and finally said, okay, well, we can do it for like 4 or 5 months. So we'll see how it goes this year.
Yeah. My wife wants to do that down in Las Vegas. She won't do it in Vegas because my sister still lives there. But he's like, I mean, it gets some brutal cold up here, man. And
I know it.
I'm used to it, But I mean, now we finally are. But so, do you plan to build your team? Do you have plans to like really grow and expand the amount of deals you're doing, the amount of flips and stuff, or what does your like growth trajectory look like? Yeah,
so right now we're kind of content, like probably stepping on the gas a little bit to maybe go to 12 to 15 flips per year.
Nice.
Growing the agent side of things a little bit. I'm also starting a coaching business where we're helping new investors who are getting into the game kind of shorten that learning curve, because it should not take you as long as it took me to do this.
Right.
I've already done this. Like I already stumbled on myself. I already made the mistakes. I already put off because of fear of what was possible. And I know that if I would have had someone way back then to kind of assist me along in the process, it just, oh my gosh, I could have been where I'm at now 5 or 10 years ago.
Yeah, so, that's truly the value of coaches,
masterminds, all of that.
Being around the folks that did it and can, save you the money. I mean, you might pay a little bit of money to be there, but it's going to save you. It's going to make you 10 times more. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I think a lot of people, when they try to get into it and they go try to do it on their own, they realize that, man, I mean, you've wasted so much time. Once they finally get to that point and they've talked to somebody and they've had that you
do one deal and it's paid for itself so many times over, and you actually get over that hurdle and you build up the confidence that, yes, 100%. I can do this. Because you can absolutely do this. You just have to make the choice to get off YouTube University and keep watching, but actually take action on it too, right? Not just be a consumer.
What are you doing deals just in the Reno area? Are you doing deals do you go to Vegas at all, or?
So we just did a wholesale deal in Pahrump because I didn't
Okay.
go down there of all places, but we got a crazy wholesale deal, like $80,000 profit in Pahrump of
Wow.
all places. It just came in off of our Google stuff that we were doing here locally, and somehow it snuck in. But so
Okay.
we teamed up with some guys down there, and we did a little JV thing. But to answer your question, to date, everything that we've done is in Reno and surrounding areas because I know the market like the back of my hand. I
Yeah,
know what a good
that's
deal is. I
important.
have my inspectors, I have my contractors, and like as you know, it's like they can come and go. So to take that for granted, it's not something
100%.
we take for granted. So we'll be looking to maybe do some deals down in Arizona also because we're spending some more time down there. But
Hmm.
again, we're making a good living. We're kind of content with the amount of business and the income that we have when you combine everything together. So
Okay.
Rita's been good to us.
How is that going to work well, I guess you have your team in Reno, so when you're in
Yeah.
Arizona, you'll still have your team being able to operate and do all
Yep.
the flips and all that stuff.
We'll be able to do the flips. I'll have a team, have my assistant, have the same contractors that I've built trust with, and then I'll wind up flying home once or twice a month
Right
and
on.
checking on it, and let my wife stay by the pool in the sunshine,
Happy wife, happy life.
working away on her quick bucks. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Exactly. As long as you're doing some work.
Yeah.
So what do you think you attribute, like what are your keys to success? Like what's gotten you to where you're going? And it sounds like you're growing great. You got a good business going. What are some of the things that help you get to that level?
Well, first off, everything that I have comes from God. So without him, like
Amen.
Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, like without him, like nothing's possible. But I will say what he's given me is discipline and consistency. And this is something that's been learned over time. It's like I tell new people getting into whether it's real estate sales or investing or any endeavor, your success, there's always that shiny object syndrome where you don't want to jump from one thing to the next because it's so attractive. Even
Oh
to
yeah.
get kind of, oh my gosh, I don't have to do all this work and I can just have deals and money falling out of the sky.
Oh, run it all for
Sounds
me?
great.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Sign me up. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I still get prey to it, but um, just picking what you're going to do and then sticking to it. Like go all in. You don't have to be perfect at starting out at 10 different ways to get deals. Pick one, whether it's on market, off market, whatever it is, and just
Yeah.
go all in on it and schedule time every day that you're working to go and stick with it. And there's going to be some days it feels great. There's going to be some days you want to pull your hair out. Sometimes you don't feel like it's working, but even in those days where you feel like it's not working, you just have to do it. And if you do that over time, you will win. It's not the best looking, it's not the smartest, it's just the person who will stick to what they set out to do over time will win.
How do folks get over the fear of getting off the sideline?
You just got to do it. You have to make the choice to do it. Also, it helps if you have a mastermind or if you have a coach or someone that can help walk through it. Like I would have done this so much sooner if I had that. So just get involved, whether it's investor fuel or what you've got to do something. This is not a commercial for any one particular thing, but they
Right.
will shorten if you find someone that's honest, trustworthy, has your best interest in mind. I know that these big gurus that will charge you $50,000 and I mean, some of that stuff is fine, but you don't necessarily need that. Just find someone that you can work with, that you can have open communication with, and hold your hand through the process, and just get you to not pressure you, but just get you to jump.
Someone that is where you want to be,
Yes.
and someone that can hold you accountable.
Yes, and it may cost you a little bit of money, it may cost you a little bit of time, but I promise you, if you actually commit to doing what they tell you to do, if you find this trustworthy person or group or whatever, and you actually do it, it's going to pay for itself tenfold or more. But that's if you're willing to actually do it. You can join a mastermind or coaching and not do anything, and then
Yep.
you can blame it on that. That's all bullcrap. Like you've got to, it's on you. So if you commit, you get all excited. Okay, great. But commit to doing it and actually follow up. It will work.
You get what you put into it. I mean, that's
That's
just
it.
the bottom
That's
line
it.
of it. So you're starting off this coaching business. Do you already have some students?
It's brand new. So I'm working with a couple people here locally that I'm just helping out. It's actually the pastor of my church. So I just kind of wanted to help him. He's given his life to the Lord and serving the church. So I'm kind of helping him succeed and try to get some stuff going. So this is something that we're just now launching. So right now, to get this going, I just want to help people. So I'm doing free consultations. If anyone wants to search me up on Instagram or email me or call me, whatever.
Well, tell them your contact. How do they get a hold of you? I mean, we'll put it in the show notes, but let everybody know.
Okay, cool. So on Instagram and on YouTube, I'm at Scott Durham. That's SCOTTDURHAM. They'll put it in the notes, or you can even give me a text 775-351-9361, and we can just set up a time. There's no pressure. We'll get to know you a little bit. We'll do a little consultation. I'll add value where I can, and hopefully make your journey a little bit easier.
I love it. Any last words of advice that you can give to someone out there to get off the sidelines? Besides what we've already talked about. Just do it.
Call up John or call up me. I'm not going to charge anything. Just say, hey, what can I learn? How can I help? And where would, have them review with you what your situation is and maybe make a suggestion, the best avenue of how to get started. But then at some point, just click the X button, get off YouTube and just go to work. Go to work, because it is work, but it's great because I look forward to going to work almost every day. I'd say 98% of the time it's great. Just like anything, nothing's perfect, but just get started.
Yeah, and even if it's an hour a day, man, 30 minutes a day, just do something.
Something you can build. If it's focused attention for an hour a day and you're not checking your phone or you're not looking on Instagram or whatever, like if it's focused attention and that's all you're doing, it's amazing what you can get done.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Scott, man, thank you so much for coming on here. It's such a great conversation, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all took notes. Hope you got his information. Like I said, we'll put it down in the show notes, and you'll be able to reach out to him. But Scott, thank you again, folks. Thanks for coming on and listening and watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.